Yes, I am. Alright. Forgive me, we're going live a little early today. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. It's Friday, August 21st, 2026. This is episode 57 of Fridays with LT9K. My name is your gracious host, Looney Tunes 9000. I do this every week. Thank you all so much for coming out. I don't have anybody in the chat, but please, again, hit that like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. You will notify every time I go live. I put out a premiere, I put out a video essay, or I put out a post on my channel. Right now, I only have, okay, I got 2 likes, I got 3 lurkers. I have nobody in chat. All accepts. I got 3, 2, 1. That's me, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry. Oh my god. I hope y'all had a wonderful week. Yo, DJX, welcome in and enjoy your lurk. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, Boku. Hello, welcome in. I'm here just getting my 3rd big iced cup of coffee. Nice. Welcome, welcome. That's all I got in the chat. I got 4 lurkers now. We're waiting for more people to come on in. We got 4 people and 3 likes. I should have done the Discord run. I'm too fucking lazy to do it. Anyway, I hope you all had a wonderful week. We did have another win, this time in Florida, Angie Nixon. But the sad thing is, the outcome is that Oliver Larkin, who we also wanted to win in Florida, did not win. Yeah, and Callie Ashia, I don't think she won. She lost her election too. But the biggest win on Tuesday was Angie Nixon. Yeah. Oh, and Callie Ashia won. Thank you. Yeah, those were the 2 wins. Callie Ashia in California, she won her election. And in Florida, Angie Nixon was a winner. Unfortunately, Oliver Larkin lost. So that's a big L. But the outcome was Angie Nixon, like I said, was a winner. And you know, I think it was more quicker in California and in Florida because we didn't have to wait all fucking night to wait for the election results to come in. Because unlike the last few primaries, we were waiting all fucking night to come get these election results. Like, when the fuck are they coming in? Come on. But I understand the process of mail-in voting. I mean, it's alright. You gotta vote blue no matter who is the thing. But here's the deal. We're getting DSA in the fucking office no matter what. I don't give a shit. And by the way, what we saw today in the majority report from Darlene Graham on her Fox News appearance, my gosh, she fucking stupid. When you started early without me, did you get notified? Hello, Anna. How are you? Welcome in. I'm sorry. I've been live for a few moments now. Hey, welcome in. You had a wonderful week. That was the big highlight on Tuesday. Wednesday. Sorry, the mail. We had something else. Other than the elections, We had a lot. We had a lot going on this week. Oh yeah, the whole internet is trending about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle leaving Canada to go back to the fucking United Kingdom. Listen, I don't give a shit what they do. As long as Prince Harry's brother is still in the fucking Epstein files, have at it. Good luck. Captain Autobots, welcome in. Happy Friday, but capitalism still sucks. But at least Tim Tool is a huge loser. Oh yeah, Tim fucking Pool. Oh, that guy, he was on fucking Jubilee. Let me tell you, his ass, he couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle it. He walked his ass off of that debate. He walked his ass off of that debate. Unfortunately, I cannot play you that clip. Oh yeah, Mason is on Temple today. Oh right. But I can't play you the Jubilee clip because you know how Jubilee is. Because they hate streamers who want to show their clips. They will strike a streamer's ass anytime that they show a fucking clip from Jubilee. Fuck them. But yeah, Mason going to Tim Pool is very fucking interesting. Let's see if Mason roasts Tim Pool's ass. But back to Captain Autobots. Yeah, I know capitalism does fucking suck. I mean, could you at least take the day off? Let's see. Says, quote-unquote moderate Pim Tool slowly faces and walks out of it. Oh my god, that's too fucking funny. What else? I think that's pretty much it. That sums it up for the week. Did you catch Lance's non-binary reveal gala live stream? Oh shit, no I don't. Is that for real? I hope that's for real. Oh, that shit's for real, but hey, Lance, congratulations on the new kid. And we hope to see you soon. Back on your stream. Oh, okay. I thought you were for real. Jesus Christ. Like, what the hell are you saying? But shout out to Lance. Congratulations on the kid, but I cannot disclose anything for privacy reasons. And I hope he comes back soon. For now, he's on paternity leave. Major accomplishment. Again, congratulations to the guy and his partner. Lance is non-binary. I knew he was bisexual, but that's not me. Yeah, you know. Non-binary. Yeah, you know, because you see the lights in his background, but that's news. I know that's news to you. But hey, trans rights are human rights, as we always say, right? Don't need, you know, these fucking fools that they think they're so smart. They want to be cute and funny. And use the F slur all the time. But let me tell you, it's fucking ridiculous. PMG is a gender reveal joke. Oh god. Oh Jesus, excuse me. I don't even yawn at this time. Okay. Let me see. I wanted to talk about this today. I was looking something up. Let me look this up real quick. We're going to talk about how the Hey, Minor Tinky Cat. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome in. I was, figuring something. I was hearing something about the 10 Commandments now being posted in every fucking classroom in the state of Louisiana, in public schools, and colleges. But hold up for a second. What about Natalie Hart, Melania's emotional distress support person? She keeps Donnie away. Right. Natalie Hart. Natalie Hart. When the hell has Melania been last seen? It's so sad. If anyone thinks that I'm slow or slow responding, just listen to Asma Go, aka Asmo. Say it, cringe central. Ooh. Oh, hell no. Not me, buddy. Not me. Never will listen to that shit. But I was gonna read something. Like I said, that the 10 Commandments now being put in every single fucking classroom in public schools and also in colleges in the state of Louisiana. You know, let's talk about that for a second. I'll have to give us a my take. Listen, we've had this battle before. Asmund who? Listen, so we've had this battle before, between, you know, the maggot fuckers in office who want to put the 10 Commandments in every single fucking classroom in public schools and colleges. Well, now that's now to fruition. And it's completely sad. It's completely fucking sad. Public schools don't need books. They have God. What the hell is a God? I'm trying to say is why? Why are you doing this? Is this all your fault, Jeff Landry, governor of the state of Louisiana? Another thing that you have to shove Christianity up our asses. Hello, Sandy. Welcome in, and thanks for the moderator meeting last night. I'm here, but I'm riding my tractor in the way back, and I'm surveilling the absolute gigantic tree and the other massive trees down in the back, decades-old tree that fell. Oh, you told me that last night in our moderator meeting. Holy shit. I love you, Sandy. My adoptive mom. I pray to Santa Claus. But listen, we don't need that. We don't need that shit in fucking public schools and, no. No, what I was saying is, I love you, Sandy, and I would love to call you as my adoptive mother. Because I love you. Honestly. Treat me so well. Getting disturbed by the fucking chat. Anyway, so we don't need that shit. in the public schools. We don't need that shit in the colleges. Not everybody is Catholic. Thank you very much. And also, it's a crime. It should be considered a crime to put the Ten Commandments in public schools and colleges. It should, because there's something called the separation of religion and country. No, religion and state. Hey, Wanda, welcome in. But the fucking government that's being controlled by MAGA Republicans is abusing that, and decided, you know what? Fuck everybody. We don't care. We're gonna put the 10 fucking commandments in colleges and public schools. We don't care. We don't give a shit. Because, Christianity was the building of this great nation, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. For God's sake, if the GSA took office, every single office, local, state, and national, we would fucking, remove every single MAGA law and get rid of Project 2025. Simple. And put an arrest warrant for any Zionist supporting motherfucker. Okay, back to work listening. Enjoy listening. Love you. But anyway, what I want to finish up is, no college kid or kid in public school should be learning the 10 Commandments. 10 Commandments can go to a fucking Catholic school. Who the fuck cares? Again, separation of religion and state. But again, they love to fucking abuse it. And I wish they would just calm the fuck down, keep their little religion to themselves, and don't spread it up to everyone's ass. Especially you, and especially me. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Get rid of the 10 Commandments in public schools and colleges immediately. I just really don't understand. That's my take. Let me read these comments real quick. I want a tractor and Bobcat's kids dared to drive around my new neighborhood. I read that one. There is a real Santa Claus. He lives in the North Pole, Alaska, works at Santa Claus House, a socialist who once ran for Alaska's U.S. House seat, and is currently a member of Stand Up Alaska. Santa Claus just endorsed David Leslie for a U.S. House representative for Alaska. Nice! I didn't know there was a real Santa Claus in Alaska. And I know there's a town called North Pole, Alaska. Posting the 10 Commandments violates the commandment against idiolatry. Yep, exactly. I mean, for all these little Christians out there, what would your little God say? What would your little guy named Jesus say? What would he fucking say? Be scared as fuck. Which Southern one? Alaska? Not sure. I don't know. what that is in reference to. But, that's the question. Oh, wait, I got to turn this down. I wanted it for the fucking clips that I wanted. But yeah, you got a great point there, Anna, about most of the Ten Commandments violating the commandment against idolatry. The two Dan Sullivans. Oh, there's two of them? Oh. Well, Santa Claus legally changed his name to that. I don't know what his dead name is. I don't know either, to be honest with you, Modern. But sounds like a fucking interesting name. I'm not gonna be like, Jordan B. Peterson, and say a dead person's name. Okay. Wavy gravy? What the fuck is that? What do I have with y'all? Okay, what I have. Uh-huh. Oh, an 80s clown? Oh. Okay, I hope it's not like fucking, those are the fucking clown. Did Santa change gender too? That would be epic. He ran for president in '88 and got 5% of the vote. That is a fucking shame. Okay, now what do I have? He ran under nobody for president. Oh, okay. Okay, now what do I have? 5% is a lot? For a clown? You're damn right about that. I think so. Then I miss Kermit. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see who cancels who. Yeah, we all miss Canadian Kermit the Frog. He's been out of public view since last year because of his fucking health conditions. Apparently, Lindsey Graham's dumbass sister has been embarrassing herself recently. She has been going on Fox News recently. Israel, and she says, well, I'm not considered a politician. Look, girl, you're a fucking politician when you're sitting your ass on your dead brother's seat, okay? And you just want your fucking... No, I'm sorry. You didn't win anything. You're not winning anything until like fucking November. You are like in a special election. You don't have to say, oh, I'm not a politician. Yes, you are. You're just filling in the rest of the term of your dead brother until January 2027. She's not efficient enough to replace Lindsey Graham. Yeah! My namesake, LOL. I was in the Real Bozer show audience as a kid, was terrifying. Oh, for real? Damn. I didn't know you hate clowns. Let's see. Wait, this is you replying to Anna Loves Friday, for Modern Inky Gap. Both Sullivans will go to the November election since the top four will go there. Alaska has ranked choice voting. Victoria got first, Sullivan second, Sullivan third, and Leslie fourth. Okay. Now let's see. Alright. Let's watch Lindsey Graham Lindsey Graham's dead sister be fucking stupid again. I'll turn up the brightness. Turn up this.
In the South China Sea, national security issues for the United States. If so, why?
This is her and South Carolina.
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question? If our Taiwan and the South, Senator, our Taiwan...
This is her in the fucking South Carolina debate or something.
On in the South China Sea national security issues for the United States? If so, why?
Sorry, could you repeat the question?
If our Taiwan and the South China Sea national security issues.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that question again? Because I don't know politics. I really don't know shit about politics. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. My dead brother knew what the hell he was doing, but me, I don't know what the hell I'm doing because I'm a total fucking failure. Thank you very much. Even though I reside in South Carolina, I'm just filling in for my dead brother.
The United States, and if so, why or how?
By the way, this was naturally broadcast on C-SPAN.
I'm just going to be honest here. I'm not on national security. I'm not that informed on national security, so.
Boo!
But I do support the military. My brother was in the Air Force for 33 years, so I will do everything I can to support the military.
At least she was honest, unlike loser Trump. Unlike loser Trump, yeah. I mean, you could say that.
My dad was in the Army. I'm not a polished politician up here. National security is not my thing, not my area of expertise, but I do support the military.
Okay. Then explain. Hold on. Okay. Ms. Graham, please explain why there are a bunch of fucking sailors on the USS Lincoln right now at the Strait of Hormuz who are begging for food and water, and they have been out there too damn long. They were supposed to be out there for a short time and then go home. But they've been out there way too damn long. Explain that. Probably tell that to your fucking buddy, Donald Trump. Well, they haven't been out there that long. Well, you see, I gotta make them my slaves. I don't want them having water and food because I don't give a damn because, you know, they're losers and suckers on the USS Abraham Lincoln. Even though he was not an honest man. I was always an honest man, even though I lie all the goddamn time. I should be working at McDonald's, not being a rich asshole. Excuse me.
You just watched a clip from U.S. Senate candidate Darlene Graham's debate, and it's going viral for obvious reasons because it demonstrates that she is very clearly unqualified to be a United States.
I don't know, because Donald Trump is a great president. Oh my God.
Senator, yet presumably feels entitled to her dead brother's seat. But nobody asked for a Graham political dynasty. Her brother was hated by most Americans and even viewed unfavorably by the people in his own state. So simply touting the fact that you're his sister over and over and over again is a negative, not a positive, yet she thinks that that's all it takes. My closeted homosexual brother was a senator, therefore I should be one too. No thank you. Now, having said that, I'll admit that I don't hate her answer necessarily. I understand why the media is turning her into a lolcow because of it, but
say Fox News or CNN, for example.
There's nothing inherently wrong with admitting that you don't know enough about something to have an opinion about it. Of course, we should have higher standards for people who want to be U.S. senators, but that doesn't mean that they're going to have a...
Going to a work meeting, see you all at Collective News Network later, unless everything is canceled. Yeah. See you later, man. As you know, I'll be on the Twitch side. But I'll pop up on the YouTube. See you at CNN later. Have a good meeting, and remember, modern capitalism fucking sucks. Remember to like my stream and share and subscribe.
Polished answer for every issue ever, especially when it comes to complex geopolitical issues. It doesn't mean that you're inherently stupid or vapid if you can't answer that particular question. So I don't have a problem with her admitting that she doesn't know. I do, however, take issue with everything that she said after that because it demonstrated that she kind of is a dumbass low-key. She actually said that she doesn't know, but she supports the military, and her brother and father were in the military. And that makes her look stupid because it's like, how exactly is that relevant at all? It's like if somebody asked me, hey, Mike, what's a good recipe for risotto? And I was like, I'll be honest, I don't know, but I do love food, and my brother was a chef. That doesn't matter. It doesn't get us closer to answering the original question. It's a total non sequitur. And she also said other shit that made a lot of people do a double take during that same debate.
50 million people in South
My
Carolina.
God, I gotta be on
There are 50
Newsmax.
million people who live in
My God, I gotta be on Newsmax, or as known as News Shit. The alternative right-wing news network, or one of the two right-wing news network alternatives to Fox News. Yeah, we're so stupid at Newsmax. And the way Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Puff Beer OAN. Wait, what the fuck is that? Nope, it hasn't been getting any attention. Does never get any fucking attention.
South Carolina. The state's population is 5.6 million or so. But I will say that it's probably likely that she misspoke or mixed up that number with a different number, because she went on to talk about how, half the people in her state live paycheck to paycheck. So that tells me that she at least bothered to look up some basic stats about her state, which is good, darling. That was a smart thing to do. But if she actually didn't even have a ballpark estimate of the population of the state that she wants to represent, if she genuinely thought 50 million people lived in South Carolina, I mean, that is actually disqualifying. To be fair, we don't know if it's a genuine flub or just ignorance, but whether or not she's knowledgeable enough to be a U.S. senator isn't really debatable. She's not, although her brother was also a dumbass, and that didn't stop him, clearly. But that doesn't mean that you have to give the U.S. Senate seat that's open to another dumbass. You can actually pick somebody who's not a dumbass, and possibly even somebody who's intelligent.
Have the cheeks of that like,
whenever you listen to her speak, it's so clear that she has only the most superficial, surface-level understanding of American politics. It'd be like if you listen to me try to talk about sports. I can tell you that the Knicks won some basketball championship or something, and that Spain won the World Cup. But if you try to get me to dive just a little bit beneath the surface and start talking about individual players and scores, I'm going to sound like a complete dumbass because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, and it's clear. That is how Darlene sounds when she talks about politics. Now, in the spin room after that debate, she made an admittedly sad pivot when she was asked about her fuck-up and said South Carolinians are more worried about the pocketbooks more than they're worried about the South China Sea, quite honestly. And
Wait, let me read that in full. This is from a guy named Nick Reynolds. Username, I am Nick Reynolds. This is on fucking Twitter, aka Shitter. Graham was asked about this response in the spin room after the debate after it began gaining traction on social media, like Twitter/Shitter. For example, South Carolinians are, quote-unquote, worried about their pocketbooks more than worried about the South China Sea, quite honestly, she said. And then there's a follow-up right here. On a question about Taiwan, Graham falls flat, quote, I'm not that informed on national security, but I support the military, she says. But Norma reaffirms peace through strength, support Taiwan. Yeah, she's really that fucking stupid, to be honest with you.
Made an admittedly savvy pivot when she was asked about her fuck-up and said South Carolinians are more worried about their pocketbooks more than they're worried about the South China Sea, quite honestly. And you know what? That's honestly not a bad response. The problem, however...
Okay, yeah. I mean, it is. She's being honest. I mean, she's not very much knowing about all that. And, I'm losing it? What the hell? Dolly says, Darlene, 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 your brother was a closeted queen.
Is that...
But again, she's being very honest. And she's like, you know what? I'm going to be honest. I don't fucking know anything about politics.
If you try to dive beneath the surface just a little bit, you'll hit your head because there's clearly nothing there. There is zero substance to her campaign. She knows that affordability is a huge issue. That's good. She's in tune with the pores a little bit, but she has precisely zero policy solutions to address the affordability crisis. If you go to her campaign website, she doesn't even have a policy page, but of course, she mentions that Donald Trump endorsed her, and she reminds you that she is Lindsey Graham's sister, just in case you forgot. And
Okay.
if you go to her campaign...
This is her website right here. Again, she's doing nothing. It says here, her story, her record, voting info, get involved store, blah, 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 donate. That donate button is for dumbasses who want to donate to her campaign and give money to AIPAC. And vote Darlene Graham for U.S. Senate in the special primary runoff on Tuesday, August 25th. Oh, that's coming up. That's coming up, I believe, this Tuesday. Upcoming Tuesday. And he says, she answered the call. For nearly 30 years, Darlene Graham has served her home state of South Carolina. Darlene Graham didn't seek this job. She answered the call when her brother, Senator Lindsey Graham, passed away suddenly. Well, I was honest. If she didn't want the fucking job, get out of politics. Be honest with yourself. Say, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want this seat. I don't want to be in politics. I'm going to stay out of politics and, enjoy my life. We don't need to be in politics anymore.
Website, she doesn't even have a policy page, but of course, she mentions that Donald Trump endorsed her, and she reminds you that she is Lindsey Graham's sister.
Gotta be honest. I replaced my brains with oatmeal in 2020 because I didn't trust no Fauci ouchie. Oh, I think, didn't Fauci, just get, called up to testify again? I think so, yeah. But he didn't take shit from MAGA. I mean, had Dr. Fauci not been around during COVID, we would have all been dead. And had there been no COVID vaccine, we would have all been dead. Lindsey didn't fake his death to hide his sex change. His sex change, yeah. Lindsey didn't die. He faked his death to hide his sex change. Oh, yeah, he did. Where will all Lindsey Graham's ladybugs go? To hell. Let's read this right here real quick. From the central to the capital. Roots, born and raised in Central South Carolina. That's a small town. A lifelong South Carolina resident rooted in humble beginnings. Her parents ran the Sanitary Cafe, a very local mom and pop thing, and her family lived in a single room behind the business. Education and early career, opposition, Clemson and USPS. Clemson is an ACC school. Darlene attended Anderson College, now University, for 2 years, and then went on to earn her bachelor's degree from the College of Charleston. And she later earned a master's degree in rehabilitation counseling from South Carolina State University, Orangeburg, a historically black college and university, HBCU. I don't understand why a white woman would go to an HBCU. Her colleague, Senator Tim Scott, who is a complete asshole, went about. Tim Eugene Scott, mind you, who is a total asshole, pointed out that she is the only current senator serving with a degree from an HBCU. Yeah, very true. Okay, yeah. Her first job was working in an optometrist's office, whatever the fuck that is. Eventually earning her optician's certification. She's also worked at Clemson University, ACC school, and as a rural carrier associate with the USPS, United States Postal Service. And then it goes on and on and on and on, right here, about public service, where they talk about how she's joined the South Carolina Vocational Rehabilitation Department in 2007, when she had multiple leadership roles for the past 7 years. the state agency providing invitation, blah, 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 blah. And then in the Senate, she was appointed and sworn in as South Carolina's first female senator. Okay. And then the family, white mother, grandmother. Jesus fucking Christ. Lived in Lexington with her husband, Larry. Her husband, Larry, she has 2 daughters and a grandson. Okay, we don't even need to fucking know that. That's a Photoshop picture. Lindsay and Darlene were never photographed together. Oh, you know what? You're being very honest here. This does look like a fucking Photoshop photo. It does, to me, look like a Photoshop photo because you're right. They were never, ever photographed together. I feel like, you know, Darlene never accepted his hidden homosexuality. Okay? Because it's just a damn shame. But, yeah, who the fuck cares?
Just in case you forgot. And in a follow-up with Sean Hannity, she definitely
Scott
admitted that she
Hannity?
really is struggling to LARP as a politician and probably only started watching Fox News like a week ago because it's clear she did not give a shit before she was anointed the Senate seat. But just listen.
You know, I tripped up on one question last night regarding Taiwan. But, you know, I've said many
I gotta talk about Taiwan and I got a stupid cross on my fucking neck.
times, I'm not a politician, certainly not a career politician.
Very honest.
I don't speak politician. You know, I was just honest, and I think that's kind of a foreign concept. But
Yeah,
I told several
congratulations.
people today, I traveled around the state, and they said, you know, we appreciated the fact that you were honest. And I did say several times that, you know, China is our enemy, our military and economic.
No, you're not supposed to say enemy, Darlene. Be quiet. You're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to say that. Be quiet. They're not an enemy. They're not an enemy. They become our friends. You know, if you keep saying that, I'll have you removed from your seat. I'll take you away. I'll put you in jail for saying the word enemy. I am the only one that can say the word enemy. Your favorite president, Donald Trump.
Threat to the United States. Of course, Taiwan is our friend, but I think people in South Carolina are more worried about making ends meet. They're concerned about boys and girls sports. One lady talked to me extensively about that today. They're concerned about the Second Amendment. They're concerned about the Save America Act.
Nobody gives a shit about the Save America Act, okay? The Save America Act is fucking stupid. We don't need to hear about the Save America Act. That's a whole bunch of crap. It was fucking made up by Mike Johnson. It was an idea made up by Mike Johnson and Trump himself. We gotta pass the Save America Act. We gotta pass the Save America Act. If ever anything happens, I'm fucked. If we don't pass this bill, we're fucked. Yeah, because if they pass this bill, elections are very much fucked. Because they want to cheat in this upcoming election and then the 2028 election. This is what they're doing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand what I am talking about, this Save America Act deal is dangerous. It's taking away free and fair elections. This is why the boomers stayed home this past Tuesday and let the DSA kick the asses of AIPAC. If I was someone in fucking DC right now, I would give Trump a big fuck you and say, oh, the Save America Act, it's dangerous. You piece of shit. You fucking criminal. Get fucked, you loser. Enslave America Act. Yeah, that's a good name for that. Isn't she a poster child for non-merit-based hiring? She looks like it. I was busy, but hell might be true. Yeah.
Illegal immigration, so they're concerned about a lot of other things other than Taiwan.
Okay, wow. We gotta bring up the immigration thing. Okay.
I have an interesting challenge for you. If you would be willing to fill up my cup.
Get out of here.
Bruh.
Okay. I gotta pause it right here for a second. She has to bring up the immigration thing. Darlene, explain why you got fucking thugs running around the fucking streets, taking away, people that have visas that work here or were actually born here. But may have been their parents been immigrants? Yes. But if they were immigrants that came from, say, Mexico or the UK or fucking the Dominican Republic, the fucking Guam, whatever. And they wanted to move here for freedom. You got these fucking idiots, fucking white assholes in masks running the fuck around and killing people with 10 to 11 murders by ICE. This past year, we can name two, the majors. Renee Goodman is one of them. And this was in Minnesota back in February or March of this year. Oh no, January. I'm sorry. It's disgraceful. Do not bring the fucking immigration thing up. Do not bring up immigration ever again. I don't want to hear it. I want you to say, fuck ICE, disband ICE, and throw everybody in that currently is serving in ICE in jail. One of them gone.
She's saying that they're more concerned about trans athletes. And I have to ask, Darlene, I know you're watching the Humanist Report because you're a big political head. I've got a pop quiz for you, Darlene. How many trans athletes are in your state? I'll give you a hint. It's not 50 million. But just take a guess. The number is literally 0. And she should know this because the governor of the state that she wants to represent signed a law banning trans athletes back in 2022.
Yes, this is the same asshole that's old as fuck who signed a bill that banned transgender athletes from playing women's sports into their fucking law. And this is some stupid ass website called Changing America. I don't get it. And again, that line says, South Carolina governor signs transgender athlete ban into law. May 17, 2022. The law that's now in place, it prevents transgender athletes through college from competing on sports teams that match their gender identity. Oh boy. I could go on with that, but I would lose my shit. Trans rights are human rights, you old fuck. This is why the boomers are so fucking triggered. That everything has changed from their days of, you gotta hide your homosexuality, man. We gotta be mean to all the other races that aren't white people, This is 1950. We live in the fucking time we can do what we want and be mean to people. Not true. In this day and age, you can't do shit like that. Your asses should be in jail. And I would be fucking happy if that happened. I want all these little transgender laws gone. If the DSA takes office, hell, even president of the United States, if a DSA candidate would run for president, I would love to see all these transgender laws go the fuck away. Forever. And have every single politician that either signed the bill or supported the every single transgender bill ban law arrested, found guilty with no bail, and spend their sad-ass lives for the rest of their lives in jail.
So maybe if she knew
This is why boomers are a bunch of fucking Karens.
this, she could have given this information to the dipshit that she was talking
And we would need to strip the boomers of their rights eventually.
to. Now, when it comes to the Second Amendment, apparently she didn't get the memo that this is only something that Republicans talk about when Democrats are running for president or in the immediate aftermath of a mass shooting. Otherwise, there's no need to bring it up. Now, as for the Save America Act, I honestly would like to hear her explain to me what that legislation is and what it would do. Does she even have the basic Republican talking points down? Because if I had to guess, I'd say probably not. So she sounds like a dumbass, not because I think she's actually unintelligent, but because it's so obvious that she doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about. But even though she's clearly unqualified, the entire Republican media establishment has bent over backwards to defend her. I guess because her brother died, so we're obligated to give her a seat in the U.S. Senate so she's less sad or something. I don't know, but it doesn't work that way, okay? At least it's not supposed to work that way, but Sean Hannity went out of his way to make excuses for her when he would never do the same for Democrats, and the excuses that he made were downright fucking laughable.
Yeah, you know, and to be fair,
And
people want to judge you on.
And to be fair, I am a total fucking loser, and my name is fucking Scott Hannity, not Sean Hannity. You know, I do 3 things here at Fox. 1, host my own radio show on conservative talk radio shows. 2, conservative talk radio stations. 2, host my own news program on Fox Nazi News. And 3, have my own podcast on the Fox Nazi News platform, podcast platform, whatever the hell you want it. I am a complete dipshit that makes too much money. I'll probably be arrested soon. Sees a blank check for Trump in the Senate? Yeah. I mean, if you hold up a second, if I have to zoom up to the second, look at the pin on this motherfucker's jacket. If you can tell, I think it looks like a USA flag, but with something else on it. I cannot fucking tell. I don't know what the fuck that is, to be honest with you.
The South China Sea and Taiwan. Okay, I think that's fair. But I bet, based on all your time with your brother, that you know probably everything about the Middle East because he went on one trip after another to every country in the Middle East. And I know you know a lot about Europe and the Ukraine-Russia situation because he went to Ukraine more than any other.
My God, dude. Why do you have to talk about Ukraine? Russia. That's a whole fucking different war, okay? I mean, how many years have we been sending money to Ukraine just to get them bombs to, like, you know, bomb the shit out of Russia? I mean, not to be a jackass. I mean, it's time for that war to stop. It's just so long. But I really wish we would, like, cut out the aid for sending weapons to, Ukraine and Israel for, like, sending them the fucking weapons. We need to cut off that aid immediately. I really wish it would stop. Again, not to be a jackass, Israel. No, not Israel, I'm sorry. Not to be a jackass to Ukraine, but I'm sorry, but you don't need any more money from us. From getting weapons from us, okay? You need to get your own weapons. Let's see. I'm calling it Fox Nazi News from now on. You're damn right you should call it Fox Nazi News. Because it is like a fucking Nazi news channel where it reports Nazi shit. 24/7. Oh, wait. His previous career was construction, so like Trump, big on development. Okay. Let's see. Stars outlining a Nazi symbol. Oh, wait. Let me see. Oh, shit. You might be right, Anna. It kind of looks like it to me. You might be right there. America first. America first. In action. Yep. It's all there. And I hate this asshole.
Senator, and you even said in our interview that you were going to focus more on domestic issues than your brother did. I mean, you were very clear. I wonder how many people around the country, if I gave them a map, could pick out Taiwan. I don't think many.
Oh
and not
my
just
God.
I mean, the whole country, never mind South Carolina.
First of all,
there it is. There it is. Pro-Second Amendment. Let's all get the guns on the Irish Save Act. No. Let me read this all. Darlene Graham. Let me read this while Scott Hannity goes blah, 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 blah. Fuck you. Let me read this all. This is what Darlene Graham supports. The Pro-Second Amendment. The Support Save Act. Supports ending illegal immigration. Supports deportations. Opposes the trans agenda. Opposes DEI.
First of all, the only reason why
wait a minute, hold on, there was one more.
How many people around the country, if I gave them a map, could pick out Taiwan? I don't think many, and not just I mean the whole country, never mind South Carolina.
Wait, come on, stop.
Country, never mind South Carolina.
First of all, the only reason why most...
There was something else.
The whole country, never mind South Carolina.
Voted to confirm Todd Blanche. Are you serious? There we go. The same Nazi shit that Darlene Graham has next to her stupid brother. Are you kidding me? So, you mean to tell me, you ignorant asshole, that you hate trans people, you hate quote-unquote illegal immigrants, you support fucking ICE, which is a fucking horrible organization, and has been around since after 9/11, and you hate DEI, all the things that MAGA hates. I don't fucking get it. Man, look at your age. Look at yourself. You, like your brother, are a fucking old piece of shit. You need to go. You don't need to be in politics.
Well, the only reason why most Americans probably couldn't identify Taiwan on a map is because your party defunded public education. So thank yourself for that. Second of all, the Americans who probably couldn't identify Taiwan on a map aren't running to be U.S. senators. Okay? But according to Sean Hannity, she's probably good at foreign policy. Because, and I can't believe he actually insinuated this, because her brother was Lindsey Graham. What the fuck, man? What are we even doing?
I love that.
I guess that's how it works. If you know somebody or you're related to somebody, they telepathically transmit all of their knowledge to you. Lindsey Graham's knowledge was apparently so OP that he had a oral book that raised the knowledge stat of anybody in his proximity. Like, what are we saying here? And I'm sorry, are we supposed to pretend like Lindsey Graham was some sort of oracle of wisdom when it came to foreign policy? He's intelligent because he wanted to bomb every country on Earth? Like, he had the most simplistic foreign policy of anyone in Congress. His entire philosophy could be reduced to 2 words: war good. That's it. You're not sophisticated if you think that bombing people is good. You're a barbarian. But apparently he's a genius because he cared about wars only. It's just ridiculous. But if you're wondering how charitable,
you know what? That's a good question. I might have to do a Discord run. Get everybody get the hell over here.
Sean Hannity was to AOC, well, you'll be surprised to learn that when she had a bad answer on Taiwan, he was not too kind to her.
Wow. Even worse than Hillary, though, radical squad leader, AOC simply...
There we go. We gotta talk about AOC. Blah, blah, blah. I gotta talk about AOC. I'm so obsessed with talking about AOC. I don't give a shit if I do. Because, we got to the same talking points about, AOC. Blah, 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 blah. We don't give a fuck we don't give a fuck about your feelings. Yeah, let's scare the old fucks again. with the, how AOC is fucking terrible and everything. We don't give a shit because we're that stupid. I'm trying to do this Discord run, but hey, AOC is kick-ass, okay? But you, on the other hand, you're stupid. I would keep AOC's name out of your fucking mouth. And because you have a obsession with Hassan, too.
So, basic questions about global affairs.
It's almost like he's an NPC hack who's exclusively programmed to attack Democrats and defend Republicans. And it's not like AOC's answer was good. It wasn't. But it's just ironic that the people who care the least about honesty are pretending to value honesty so highly. And since Darlene admitted that she has a lack of knowledge in this particular area, we should, give her an award for that. I don't even know what the expectation is. But another reason why Darlene's campaign is so off-putting is because, the conservative pundit class, they're treating her like a fucking baby. I mean, nepotism aside, the kid gloves being given to this one individual is kind of weird to see. Even the debate moderator who asked that question to her came to her defense.
That answer is all the media seems to be running or tweeting about today. Really? The media
Really?
thinks that this one question is so important to only talk about that and ignore the other 19 questions, which are 40 answers. The ad nauseum repeating and replaying today of that one answer by Senator Donald Trump
no.
makes the media look bad.
Last night, kneeling in my prayer.
Oh, no. I don't want to hear it.
2.5% of all the answers at the debate last night. My guess is that you have not heard of the 97.
That's the headline. What is wrong with the media? Oh boy, we hear new shit, but we gotta talk fake Nazi crap. And that's Greta Van Strutsen for you, ladies and gentlemen.
0.5.
This is an old fuck who's been in the business for more than many, many years. She is so fucking old. This is why I call out the fucking boomers, because they give money to AIPAC. They still don't give a shit. They don't get it. They don't ever wake up and listen. Because they're confused. They're stupid. Hey, Soul, welcome in. How you doing, bud? First of all, we're watching this clip of how stupid Lindsey Graham's sister is, and I'm calling out this asshole Greta Van Strutsen, who currently works at Newsmax. She's a complete asshole, and she's so much of a fucking boomer. Let me play it.
Percent of the other candidates' answers, unless, of course, you watch the debate.
It is downright hilarious to me that when the media does the same thing that Republican media does to Democrats all the fucking time, they suddenly want to have a nuanced conversation about sensationalism and media bias. Interesting timing, isn't it? So let me get this straight. After months and months and months of insinuating that Dr. Abdul El-Sayed and Zoran Mamdani are literal terrorists, and after years of genocide denial and false claims of anti-Semitism of anybody who opposes the genocide, and after decades of McCarthyism and class warfare on the poor at the behest of the wealthy, now you want to ask what's wrong with the media. How about you go fuck yourself? Okay?
Yes.
You shouldn't have needed a taste of your own medicine to see the harm partisan media causes. But to her credit, she at least did what Sean Hannity wouldn't do, because she presumably has enough self-awareness to recognize that this partisan double standard does make her side look like a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Would and should the U.S. actually commit U.S. troops to defend Taiwan if China were to move?
Good God.
I think that this is such a. I think that this is this is of course a very long-standing policy of the United States, and I think what we are hoping for is that we want to make sure that we never get to that point, and we want to make sure that we are moving in all of our economic research and our global positions to avoid any such confrontation and for that question to even arise.
Good fucking answer. A good fucking answer. Road Life Network, happy Friday to you. Welcome in. That was actually a great answer by AOC. You know, she really destroyed the hell out of the person that she was speaking to. I feel like AOC needs to run for president. And if she does, I feel like she's gonna kick ass. I'm sorry, this is, like I said, this is like the closest progressive candidate, whatever might have you, to get in the Oval Office. Okay? If the Save America Act falls down and never gets passed, but we have to see what the hell happens in November. Okay? Let's see. Greta looks like an asshole who glued shut decades ago. She always has a look of severe chronic constipation. You know what she does look like? Look like that. Because A, she's a boomer. She's triggered. She's a Karen. She's a snowflake. And B, I think she's been in that fucking media in the fucking news reporting business for so many years. She doesn't even know what she's doing now that she works at fucking Newsmax. I mean, we all know what's wrong with her. I think she used to work for Sinclair Broadcast Group before she got the job at Newsmax. Okay, and of course she's still fucking crazy. She's just a triggered boomer. And she's not one of these talking heads that does not get their facts straight. That would love to take things out of context. Absolutely. They would love to take things out of context. And I'm dead serious about it. I mean, I have not seen any clip of Newsmax go, you know, we're going to go full Hassan derangement syndrome mode and go, oh, how terrible Hassan is. Let's scare the old boomers with the Hassan drama. Yeah, that's good. Let's do that. Come on now. That's a good segment. We can put that on our air. We can do that. Come on. Yeah, that sounds like a cool idea. To me, it's not. It's a horrible idea. It's fucking stupid. Okay. I think I'm finished with the run, to be honest with you. Okay, get out. Okay. Alright. Discord run finished. Let's go back here. And let's continue.
Okay, she got mocked for that. And looking back, now that I think about it, I heard that AOC soundbite over.
Should I tell AOC that I am a member of Woke 3? You could contact our office and say that you are a member of Woke 3. I think Greta's parents were friends with that slime bag, John McCarthy. Are you serious? I never known that.
Over and over again. Yes, I bet I aired it too. This is not to say these answers, bad answers by politicians, are not newsworthy. They are.
Was that noise thunder? No, it's actual thunder. It's actually raining outside. There's thunder.
Last night, my question about China Sea was important, or at least I thought it was at the time, or I wouldn't have bothered to ask it. But consider this. Yes, Senator Darlene Graham said she could not give me an answer. But in hindsight, she's not alone.
Look at this. This is another fake headline. Media has a responsibility to inform the public. Yeah, no shit. You don't. Fox doesn't. And OAN certainly doesn't. I mean, like I told y'all last week, like, I told you about that ABC FCC fight, right? Because Disney's calling out the FCC for their renewal of their TV station licenses, okay? The local television stations that they own, okay? And Disney's not having their shit. Disney's not buying Brennan Carr shit. So basically, they want to take Brennan Carr's ass to court. Get him to shut the fuck up and stop censoring him. ABC. Because of, oh, we don't like your ways of reporting. Oh, you are censorship of Trump, blah, blah, blah. We love it when we upset the woke media. And we don't consider The View as a news program. Mickey Mouse is kicking ass. Yeah, he's actually kicking ass. Because he actually kicked Ron DeSantis' ass. Now let's see if he can kick Brennan Carr's ass. I mean, he's the Republican chairman of the FCC. And he's crazy as fuck. I mean, would you please look into pulling the licenses from Fox, Newsmax, and OAN for once? You fucking crazy lunatic.
Our U.S. government is struggling with how we deal with and what to do about the South China Sea and China since 1979. And do you know what the U.S. policy is about this? Well, you better sit down for this. It is described as strategic ambiguity, whatever that is. Do you even know what that means? I don't. I actually think it's code for our nation has no
Yeah, you don't know shit, you boomer.
idea what to do.
And I happen to agree with her, so credit where it's due, I guess. Having said that, though, her introspection is only motivated by her desire to get Darlene Graham
I will kick Brennan Carr's ass. See you in court, bitch.
elected to a seat that she's very clearly not qualified for. The problem, however, is that
I just checked, and Greta's dad, Urban, was a lifelong friend of McCarthy. That's fucked up.
we live in a cockstocracy for all intents and purposes, so Darlene being unqualified isn't disqualifying in American politics in 2026. Our entire government is made up of unqualified dipshits and nepo babies who failed their way to the top. The president of the United States literally wanted to nuke hurricanes.
What?
So, in 2026 America, there's very few people who are actually qualified to have the positions that they do. And the ones who are qualified get accused by the unqualified ones of only getting the positions that they have due to DEI or affirmative action. So, I say all this to say that America is not a meritocracy. The richest man in the world happens to be one of the biggest dumbasses. The most powerful man on the planet has a neck pussy and shits his pants. So, I guess in a weird way,
Yes.
Darlene Graham's lack of qualifications makes her uniquely suited for a seat in the U.S. Senate because she'll fit right in with the rest of the dumbasses who also aren't qualified to be there. So I don't think that her being unqualified is going to stop her from winning that seat, even though it's obvious that, like, you probably could find somebody better, but what do I know?
Yeah, what do I know too?
Like everywhere there's drama, you say,
What do I know? But yeah, here we go. Lindsey Graham's sister being fucking stupid. Mixture of being stupid and honest. But the last part on Greta Van Struten, oh fucking boy. Could not stand her. Just like I can't stand fucking Kristen Welker, NBC. So terrible. What seems to all be the fucking fuss here at the FCC? Oh boy, I love flying to DC to kick Mega's ass. DJ Neck Pussy. Hello, Big Cat Hun. Welcome in. Yes, please hit the like, share, subscribe, and share my channel. And please spread the word. Yeah, I'm on here right now. What the fuck is going on? What do I want next? Because it's such a hell of a week. Shit. I'm thinking of something. Oh, think of this. Wait a minute. I got an idea. Hold on. I've got an absolute idea. How about this one? I got this clip ready to go.
We have something on in the folder of Fox News hosts are getting horny for the left.
Yes!
Thanks.
Did you see
Thanks, Rob.
that Laura Ingraham called AOC attractive again?
No, I didn't.
What?
Again, I can find it when we play this. The other day, Laura is so horny for women right now. It's unbelievable.
What?
And
everybody. She came after Abdul, too.
I think she's overcompensating here.
How the fuck did I miss this yesterday? Please tell me how the fuck did I miss this yesterday?
Now that I've seen her as a closeted lesbian, I can't unsee it. Unmarried, dated Lindsey Graham. I mean, come on. Come on, Ryan. That is Grandma.
I forgot
That
that.
is Grandma.
Lindsey Graham.
And Grandma,
Cute couple.
Grandma, it is not too late to find your sweet lady, right? You might just have to change your views a little bit because it's not that palatable to be a far-right Trump supporter right now, probably in the LGBTQ community. Okay, that was a little low and it almost sounded like a fart, so I was like,
I didn't even know that.
we're quadrupling down on body humor today, but anyway, yes, now Janine Pirro. Oh wait, this is not Janine Pirro. Who is this then?
I think it is, right?
All right, well,
no, it's
Get your
different.
wine ready.
a man. So yes, everyone's
Wait,
gay
oh.
over at Fox News for these left-wing
What?
candidates.
But all joking aside, look, in a generation, we have gone from which politician do you want to have a beer with to which politician do you want to hook up with. This just shows the vacuousness of social media culture, and the Democrats using it shows the vacuousness of their policies. There's no meat behind them. It's all about looks. It's all about, the shiny facade. And then when you dig deeper into these policies, free is not free, free is tough. So I think there's a deeper meaning.
Ew, dude. So you're turning gay or something?
Socialism. It's amazing how.
The thing about the Democrats is their giant, delicious cocks.
I'm sorry, like
There's no meat besides that meat.
Hung like a donkey.
everything he says about how debased an indictment of the culture it is, that is something that should be said about conservatives when Sarah Palin was vice president.
Yeah.
Like the sort of thing I heard from every single man that discussed that race, it was not anything policy related.
No.
Like, we're in a possible recession. Somebody, no, it's Sarah Palin. She's pretty hot. Right?
Yeah, right. Have you seen her with that hunting rifle? Have you seen all these? This is like before we had AI, but photoshopped memes where they were literally putting her head on like Sports Illustrated models and
Lisa Ann.
Exactly. Well, I don't know who that is, but I've heard you talk about her a
I
few
think that's the
times.
first time. If memory serves, that's the Sarah Palin.
I have to think really hard about it. I sent Laura Ingraham thirsting in our chat, so we've got this was from I guess like 5 or 6 days ago. But
Why is everyone so obsessed with sex all of a
Now
sudden?
yes, they're obsessed with the attractiveness of these candidates.
I think
It's okay. Of these candidates, but they are creepy and psychosexual about it. The left can acknowledge that somebody is attractive and not fixated on it constantly,
Also,
but Fox
yeah.
News can't, and Trump is obsessively doing it too. Anyway.
Yeah, I think she's about the most talented Democrat on the scene. There's no, I don't think anyone comes close to.
Okay, so I'm Laura Ingraham. So I'm turning secretly lesbian, okay? This is why Fox News has turned into a creepy, closet sexual, homosexual network, okay? Even though he's still alive, okay? Okay? Yeah? If I had to, I have to go watch a lesbian porn video, okay? Okay? Even though I'm chatting with this old boomer right here, okay? He looks so stupid to me. Okay? Okay.
See, as just like political talent. And you saw that with how she switches from kind of a serious at the hearings, questioning, some of the witnesses when she's doing boss lady thing on the Hill. And then she switches to Instagram Live and doing the fertility reveal with freezing her eggs to try to reach out to the
oh my God.
something with.
Look, that, if you don't know if you don't understand how she said froze her eggs, well, she had to freeze her eggs because she might have not wanted to give birth to children, okay? Because I think that was a very smart choice of AOC to put a needle up her stomach and, freeze those eggs. So, she doesn't have to, go on paternity leave and give birth to children. Very smart move. But you, all things being a closet lesbian for AOC is so sad. And by the way, to be honest with you, AOC would give you a fuck you because you are a fucking conservative and nobody would love to date you, Miss Ingram. Laura Ingram. Okay, because nobody will ever date me. That's right, because my husband will beat the shit out of me if I turn homosexual, okay? Because I have to be the trad wife. Oh wait, that's right, I work for Fox News, okay?
Men who think this is their path to a family and so forth. So that was also obviously
he's asleep.
She's talking to the crypt keeper.
Yeah, right. I mean, here she is.
Nice
really.
to hear a frozen face talk about frozen eggs.
I know, and I love how she's so versatile. She's versed.
She does sound like someone talking about her Barbies. Actually, she's wearing a business outfit here. Actually, she can change into a gymnastics outfit.
Yeah, exactly. She can do it all. It's almost like she's like the perfect woman for me. I mean, like the perfect politician.
Family and so forth. So that was also obviously.
Let me be clear. Dan just snorts a rail and then talks about M4A for the next 3 hours.
Oversharing for political overture purposes. That was also.
I don't mean to dwell on that's not the point of this clip, but you could not have a better man be the person that Laura Ingram is talking to about AOC's fertility stuff than this guy.
Right, exactly. the guy who looks like the doctor that you would least want to see at the OBGYN.
Dude looks like Christopher Lloyd from across with Scott Adams. Yeah, you could, if you combine the two with Scott Adams, it would be a pretty fucked up version of this old motherfucker. But Scott Adams, yeah, don't even ever mention him. He's a racist motherfucker. That's why his comic strip, racist Dilbert, is now off of newspapers just because he's a racist asshole, and he still is.
Office in the case of an emergency.
And so forth. So that was also obviously oversharing for political overture purposes. That was also clearly a clever play for more female voters and an idea that she is true.
There we go. This is her. Now, if you see this, remember, this was her when she was back in our boy Abdul El-Sayed. And this is one of his many rallies with AOC at it.
Pro-family, because this is what she's doing. But to me,
just go to the final 20 seconds when she calls her attractive. She talks for 2 minutes about how great AOC is.
My God.
Yeah, just go to the final 20 seconds. I want to hear.
Oh wait, this guy talks. Can we don't want to hear?
Okay. Oh, I know you're desperate to hear this.
Yeah, I am too.
His mouth has been open the entire time. He hasn't said a word.
Catching flies.
Yeah, I mean, she's a charismatic person for brief sound bites. She's an internet influencer. But when
this is an old fuck named Victor Davis Henson. He's from the Hoover Institution Senior Fellow.
she has to explain serious policy like she did about overseas on security, she has the same word salad and 1,000-word vocabulary.
If you're kind of remember this, if you love love AOC so much. Why don't you go on a date with her, Miss Lynn? If you go on a date with her, I'll never speak to you again on this very damn program on Fox Nazi News. You understand? Because you look like a fucking idiot that wants to make love to her. Fox Nazi News will probably start a quote-unquote period watch for segment for AOC because they're perverts. They are perverts. They are perverts. I mean, look what they're doing now. Like, my God. What the fuck are they on? Why do they have to be so perverted nowadays? Why? I mean, this is my question. Why do they have to be perverts? They don't have to be like, yeah, let's go all perverted and, make love letters to, Abdul or AOC or whatever the fuck creepy politician that we hate. Yeah, because we're a bunch of fucking perverts. Rename it Fox Perverted Nazi News Channel.
Good job, left-wingers who contributed to this bullshit, by the way.
They've asked her a serious...
True fact.
Seriously, they try to confront her on policy that requires a little bit of explanation and facts. She starts stuttering. And
AOC to the rescue. Wait a minute. Hold on. Look at this. AOC to the rescue? Who the hell's idea was to put that in a fake news headline banner?
And here, they're talking about the strategic ambiguity with regards to Taiwan, which is actually not something that can be put coherently, and every time politicians do, because the whole point is like, let's just hope that everyone gets along and we don't have to be too definite about this stuff. But yeah,
they appreciate if it was all caps tweets,
like
or whatever.
Yeah, we will start a nuclear war if they even look at Taiwan.
If I hear if I hear the phrase word salad one more time, I'm gonna lose my goddamn shit. And see if word salad, in your view, is ever applied to a man.
Well, I mean,
not to interrupt, but also Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro were masters of word salad, as Rogue Life Network states.
But this not answers that point, but I'll just say Lindsey Graham's sister was just asked about this exact same thing. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, right, yeah, exactly.
I love the troops.
Yeah.
Spokeswoman, I should say, for the Democratic Party, such as it is.
Oh boy.
But that's the party today, is it not? I mean, it's straddling this socialist world and having a savvy social media presence.
Oh my God.
And, she's attractive. And that
Whoa!
suffices. That's my point.
Whoa, there we go. She just said it.
Suffices in the modern
Listen
world.
one more time.
And having a savvy social media presence, and she's attractive, and that actually
You pervert.
suffices. That's my point. That suffices in the modern Democrat Party. So that works for her.
Yes,
it wouldn't have worked 20 years ago, but it works now.
It works for me, in fact.
Oh my God.
I don't even care how true this is. I'm just riding this to the end of time. I'm straddling it, rather. I'm sorry.
I know.
You're right.
So
it wouldn't
stupid.
have worked 20 years ago when I don't know, my first televised debate between JFK and Nixon completely flipped the
Because Nixon was flop sweating too much. Yeah.
And JFK was hot.
Exactly. Right. No, that has played a role. I mean, they're also still upset that Obama's good looking too. Yeah, sorry guys, you can't get charismatic, smart people on your side. I wonder if that's part of the issue.
Okay.
Hey folks, don't forget
Yeah, we're all subscribed, Sam. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sam. We are very much subscribed.
You should check that out.
Thank you very much, Sam. We are very subscribed. Now, why my shit is not working? Yeah. Did we watch something about Scott Jennings? Yeah. Let's go ahead and watch Scott Jennings. Asshole Scott Jennings gets the ultimate exposed L. I don't think I've ever saw this, but I want to see this. Or you know what? We can do Tim Pool. We can do Tim Pool real quick.
We're joined now by our friend Mason, also known on Twitter or maybe Twitch. One Hand Politics. Am I getting that right, Mason?
Everywhere.
This
yeah,
guy
nice
is,
and simple. One hand.
This guy went on Tim Pool. To be clear. Yeah, just to be clear, this guy went on fucking Tim Pool today.
Politics. Funny enough, Steven Crowder, he's the investigative journalist that he is, figured out why my name is One Hand Politics. He did a whole segment on, oh my god, this guy has one hand. It's insane. It's so gross to look at. I'm like, dude, Steven, I'm so glad you were able to crack the code. Sometimes it takes the smartest people among us.
I'm now revealing myself to maybe be dumber than Steven Crowder because I have met you in person, and I asked Brian the other day, why is he One Hand Politics? I did not notice that you only had one hand, buddy, so I had no
Crowder
idea.
is the only institution with a crackpot producer.
Exactly.
Crackpot? I mean Cracker Jacker. Cracker Jack? I can't talk.
Get out of here, Brian.
Yeah, so
I'm done.
in terms of intelligence,
No voice politics.
or at least noticing, in terms of noticing capacity, Brian's on, I guess, Steven Crowder's level, and I'm somewhere below. So I don't know what that says about me, but
I'd like to think of it a little bit of a higher level than that.
well, we'll see. We'll see. The jury's still out. We'll see how you perform today. Mason, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, excited to be back. I mean, I feel like it's becoming a recurrent where the majority report, the enemies of the majority report all seem to gravitate towards me. So I'm willing to slay these people for the people.
And slay, you did, King. I'm so sorry. Because you did a really good job. You got Tim Pool to rage quit, although he wouldn't call it rage quitting.
Mm-hmm.
We played this yesterday.
Yeah, he did get Tim Pool to rage quit. You know what? Fuck this. I quit.
To get your reaction, he has a different definition for him walking out ragefully when you were defeating him in an argument.
Interesting.
Let me ask you, Tim Pool, did you in fact rage quit? Is that how you would describe it from the Flipper kid?
No. Oh no, Sam Cedar, what a fucking nightmare.
I mean, a rage quit would be,
I'm
flabbergasted, I'm stuttering, I have nothing to...
A rage quit, would be, like shit my diapers, shit my ass on, or shit my underwear, or whatever the fuck you may have it, because I can't slow my fucking ass down because I don't know how to slow the fuck with my lips. I wear a fucking beanie all the time. I can't take it off because I'm afraid of showing my fucking bald head all the fucking time. Because you all know me, my name is Tim Pool, even though it's called Tim Pool now. I'm like, 40-something years old? And looking like I'm fucking in a fucking punk-ass band or something? Shit, I am not punk, I ain't even cool.
Saying, I have to storm off, but it's funny if you watch it. I think I asked him, and I asked him the question like 6 times, and he just won't stop. So here's the other thing.
Shit my beanie. Is it even possible under the known laws or physical to be that dumber than Steven Crowder? Yeah, he's very much fucking dumb. I'm Mr. of alphabet soup and spaghetti once. Oh, and spaghettios. Oh shit.
Expressed to at least some people there, if anybody wants to do a stunt like they did with Ben Shapiro, I'm going to get up and walk off. Like, forewarning. This is not me, the show's over. It was basically, like, my mentality is, when that trans man just berated Ben and Ben just sat there.
There we go.
He didn't rage quit.
There we go. He pulls off the old trans card where he's gotta be, I gotta pull out the old trans card, because me being a fucking quote-unquote moderate, going back to my days as a right-winger, because I was on the side of President Trump and everything, because I was talking about President Trump all the goddamn time, and I can't slow my fucking breath down because, I talk too fast. And now that I'm called this quote-unquote fucking moderate piece of shit, even though my dad's name is Mike Pool, and Mike Pool will kill my ass if I don't stop like right-wing shit. Tim Pool, it's not me, it's everybody else.
He's the self-identified moderate that is finding common cause with Ben Shapiro. We'll get to the moderate definition in just a second, but what's your response to that?
You know, it's funny that he had to go on Steven Crowder for like this cope session after the internet is rightfully ridiculing him for feeling afraid to continue to have a conversation. It honestly was as soon as he saw me pull out the beanie that he's like, I gotta get out of here. I don't want this person to get killed. And I think his intention, he says in that same like interview with Steven, I saw a little bit of it, that, it's all TV. I'm adding to the plot. I knew it'd go viral. I want Timcast to get more views. I'm like, no, you wanted to end the clip. I think his intention was Jubilee wasn't going to air it because he wasn't there. Like
they did air it.
But he defeats his own argument when he admits that the whole point of Jubilee, it is this sensationalized idea of what a debate is, right? I mean, I'm not there to change Tim Pool's mind. I know I'm not going to find common ground with a guy that does nothing but plays Donald Trump. I'm there to make him look dumb, and I think I succeeded in that part.
You did succeed in that part. He makes it, easy. Although would you say of the people that you debated that he would via Jubilee that he's maybe the dumbest or the easiest? Like, which one would you go with?
Well, I think the thing about Tim is he tried.
Well, I would like to say that out of the dumbest motherfuckers that Jubilee has ever put on their videos, Tim Pool would be on the top list. And number 2 would be Jordan B. Peterson. And number 3, I don't think it's Cenk. No, Cenk has never appeared on Jubilee. Those are the only 2 right now. But just imagine if Cenk was on fucking Jubilee. That would be horrible. He would be shitted on.
To play this like safe role where
the same thing with Anna. If she goes on Jubilee, she'll be shitted on.
It's almost everything that we had to criticize Donald Trump. Like a lot of people I brought up in the first interaction that I had with him, how can you say the mainstream left is more violent than the mainstream right when the leader of the Republican Party is calling for the death of sitting congressional members? In what way is that even comparable to what fucking Hillary Clinton, the Obamas? How in any sense could we say that these are the same amount of violence, if not the left is more violent? And for him, he was just like, yeah, I agree. What Donald Trump said is completely deplorable. I think that's terrible. I was like, okay, well, that's not reflective in all of your political commentary or what you say on your show. All that you gear towards is criticizing the left and propping up the right as the sane ones, the common sense one. And they are led by this like...
Oh, Cenk was on Jubilee last year? Oh, yeah. No. Oh, okay. I remember. So he's going to be number 3 on the dumbest motherfuckers to be on Jubilee. They got shitted on. Number 2, I just said, was Jordan B. Peterson. Don't be a smartass. You really are something, aren't you? You really quite something, aren't you?
Violent.
Hold up, one more time. You really quite something, aren't you? Don't be a smartass.
Authoritarian.
Well, I mean, I think that he would be harder to debate than Dave Rubin, for example, because he will grant a point, even if you know that there's a history of him not believing in what he's saying, he will grant a point to appear more reasonable, where Dave just, he's got very few things going on up there. That's one brain cell politics for you. That would be my guess, is that Dave might have been the easiest for you.
Yeah, Dave was pretty easy. Yeah, I think so. Lila Rose also kind of like, she's like a big anti-abortion debate person.
Oh, yeah.
And she just kept repeating the same thing of like, you're killing babies. So that one was kind of easy too. But yeah, Tim, it's interesting. Props to Tim. Like, he was a good sport about it, even though he clearly was flustered in this clip. We talked about it afterwards. He's like, hey, that's going to do really well if they show it. It was funny. We had you on the show. I'm actually going on the show on Friday, so big announcement.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he went on today. This dude went on today. I don't think he has YouTube. Wait, does he have YouTube? Yes, he does. But I'm not playing shit from him.
Advice, Emma.
Yeah, this was from Wednesday. I missed this.
you've been to the compound.
Going to West Virginia.
No, Thursday, sorry.
You don't need to say where he's at, but the West Virginia compound?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Yeah, that take a gander around, check out that poker table, check out that wall that he has. He has a whole wall of caricatures of right-wing figures that they've signed. Steve Bannon, Marjorie Taylor Greene's on there. But I went in 2023, so there could have been renovations from that point on. But lots of games.
They did have to renovate the bathroom after Sam was there.
They did. They might have actually had to just completely burn down that compound. I don't like thinking about that, but Sam loves to talk about it.
Take some psyllium husk and do it again.
I don't.
I'll take Sam's lead. Yeah. We'll have to keep it in construction mode.
Well, that'll be great. That is the thing, is he understands the performance aspect of it. It's why he asked me to get sushi and play poker after the interview that we did when he called me a pedophile repeatedly. So that's the thing that I just, his psychology is fascinating to me, and the fact that he was, a good sport about it with you after actually isn't kind of keeping with how he's acted so bewildered that we don't want to hang out with him, that we believe in what we say. He doesn't really believe in much, to the point where, again, he is repeatedly insisting that he's a moderate. How did you guys react to that? His attempt to call himself a moderate in the context of Jubilee.
There's this Beanie Gate conspiracy where every time he's reacting to the video, he's like, he must have known it was me, otherwise he wouldn't have brought a beanie. How did this guy know? Jubilee must have tipped him off. And it's pretty easy to deduce. There's only a couple of people that would call themselves a moderate in contrast to progressives.
Yes.
Jubilee isn't really known for doing liberal leftist debates. So my first thought when they pitched me the idea, one moderate versus 20 progressives, I was like, oh, it might be Ezra Klein, or it might be one of these liberal institutional pragmatic types. And I was like, no, that wouldn't be good TV. It's got to be somebody like Tim Pool, or it's got to be somebody like Tim Miller from The Bulwark. I thought it would be one of these more right-leaning people that are a little bit critical of Trump.
Right.
So I brought the beanie just in case. It's really that simple. And it was pretty easy to deduce that was who it was going to be. And my face lit up. I wish that
I would do as Rogue versus 20 Snuggies and a Sweatpants Jubilee. My sister's a huge Snuggie, and there's this nice.
There's a camera when they showed watching him come in, beanie and all, but it was hilarious. We were all ready for a good combo.
You made the right bet with the beanie. Why does Jubilee agree to frame him as a moderate, is my question. It's so...
That was my question, too. Why the hell did Jubilee decide, let's frame Tim Pool as a moderate when he's not really a moderate, he's a fucking right-winger?
But...
Why?
That's how it's advertised, right?
No, the title is Tim Pool versus 20
now.
progressives.
Gotcha.
So was it originally published as moderate? Because I only ever saw Tim Pool versus... Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so Tim, he says this in the Steven Crowder interview. I don't suggest everybody go watch it. You can take my word for it. But he tells Steven Crowder, he's like, yeah, I thought about doing the Jubilee thing, and I ended up deciding that it wasn't going to be good for me. But then I made the strategic calculation that going on a liberal publication, first of all, to call Jubilee liberal is such a stretch. But a liberal publication like Jubilee, labeling me as a moderate would do great things for the show and my own sponsorships. And I'm just like, okay, well, he's proving the point that he knows he's not a moderate. He knows he's a right-winger at this point. But he wants the illusion that he sits in the middle for whatever broader audience he thinks he can capture. And as soon as Jubilee got a lot of pushback from the internet, that's even right-wingers are like, dude, this guy's not a moderate. They had to change the title. So it since has been changed. You're right, Matt. It is Tim Pool versus 20 progressives.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that maybe that's what they needed to get him in the door, right? You just I'll go along with your framing, bait and switch. Yeah, at the very least, enabled by people in the audience having some sort of understanding of what the reality.
Hi, El Colbert and Miranda. Welcome in. Hello. Hey, y'all logging into house support numbers. Can't chat, though. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for helping out. I've never seen you in my chat. Please do hit that like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out since you're new to my chat. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much.
What would you say were your overall impressions of this politically, you've done a bunch of these before. What stands out to you about
The Queen of Hearts and her tangerine tarts. The Illuminati.
Shut up.
It was kind of difficult. I mean, like, again, I knew that.
Oh, that's Riley?
Like,
Oh, shit.
Conversation,
Hey,
which is
Riley.
why I was kind of just like telling him to his face that he's a grifter at the end there. But like he takes all of these milquetoast statements. Like some of his claims were like the Constitution doesn't work under its current system, and it's like, okay, well, how do we really debate this topic? Because obviously we're going to say that Donald Trump is violating so many constitutional rights. So yes, it doesn't technically work. He's violating judicial reviews. He's not listening to any of the courts or any checks and balances from Congress. And then they're going to say that, like, they're activist judges, blah, 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 blah. They don't follow the Constitution. So it's not really even something to talk about. We're supposed to debate this for 20 minutes. None of that makes sense. Same thing with, like, Democrats are embracing authoritarianism. How can you say that with a straight face, looking at everything that Donald Trump is doing to the executive branch? Like, it just really felt like a nothing burger. Like, I didn't know how to debate any of it. So I went up for the two that I did because those at least seemed to be like the biggest contrast that we had in terms of our views. But even then, he cedes so much ground because he doesn't want to be known as like this partisan, even though all of his political advocacy and commentary is just cheerleading for the Republican Party.
It's just, who is this for at this point? I guess it's for anybody getting introduced to him now, but they would be able to figure it out without like really much effort. I mean, this
people with goldfish memories. I mean,
Yes.
remember when Sam was on his show? He was like, people are mad at me in the chat, and they were mad because he was agreeing with Sam too much.
Yep.
Because he couldn't find like, he's like, okay,
Is
fine,
that
I guess I
true?
agree with that, and his chat was getting mad. But that day moves on. Night turns to day, day turns to night, and then there's a new show, and it's, oh, look at how crazy the left is again.
Yep, right. We have some IMs here. D-Mesh says, when you go to the Temple compound, bring your own bottled water. Apex, you curtail Mason, he absolutely destroy Tim's toilet like Sam did. Great, yes, love this talk to the audience. Yep.
Audience, appreciate it.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you for having some sort of sense of propriety, unlike the rest of the people in this office that like to talk about this all the time.
Must be nonsense.
Sense of propriety. I really pulled out the all-girls school education there. LXH Pinky, I saw a moderate versus 20 progressives. Mason did just clarify that they changed it. Brandon Tartikoff Mason
changed
should
it.
refresh himself on Tim's battle with the local skate park for his appearance. Everyone goes after the Tenet media scandal, but Tim's 80s movie villain arc as an evil skate park rich kid is undercovered. All right, so there you go. Something.
Everybody knows about the beanie. That's like the most, I think, like famous iconography for Tim Pool. But I also didn't know he wears the same flannel. I've seen in every like reaction that he's done now for this. In the video, he's just like a cartoon character. Like he thinks he's Steve Jobs or something.
Yeah, yep, right, exactly. One more. Jazz Apple, in the Jubilee follow-up, Tim mentions a liberal from Brooklyn came on my show and he was talking some shit. Definitely check that out. Is it Emma or Sam? Could be. Could be. We will check that out. Well, Mason, great job as always. Really appreciate you coming on today. And where can people find your work?
Yeah, I stream pretty frequently on Twitch at One Hand Politics. You can check me out there. You can check out Timcast on Friday. There'll be a great guest. So make sure to, if you're going to support it on Friday. But yeah, you know what?
Hope he kicked ass
It
today.
wasn't a rage quit. It was a rage surrender or like a rage sabbatical or whatever he wants to call it. But
I called it a rage siesta. I called it a rage siesta yesterday. So I think that's what we're going to go with.
Do you know if there's another guest on Friday with you?
Sorry?
Do you know if there's another guest that you're going to be on with on Friday?
I don't know. They kept it kind of in the dark. Their production's been really nice working with me, and they've been very accommodating. So I'll say that about his team.
Yes.
But they told me,
has reached out to work here.
we just want to talk about the video. Come on, we're just going to have a good time as pals. And I'm like, okay, sure, buddy. Like, I'm expecting at least like some other right-winger that's going to be there to try to stir the pot.
I'm sure. Hopefully, right. He brought another right-winger on with me as well. He doesn't really feel comfortable going mano-a-mano in some of these situations. So, Mason, everybody check out his episode with Tim on Friday and also at One Hand Politics. Really appreciate your time today.
Everybody.
See ya.
Yeah.
Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button.
Everybody go check out One Hand Politics.
For about 2.5 hours.
Go find that where you at. It is on YouTube.
Wow. Real-time payments accelerate liquidity and deliver funds instantly and securely across key markets in the U.S., Europe, Asia, and Latin America.
Hold on. Pause, shut up. Thank you. One Hand Politics. Let me see if they're on YouTube. Yeah, they are. Okay. Everybody, let's go support One Hand Politics. Great channel from Mason. I'll put the link in right now. Here it is, One Hand Politics. Go ahead, let me drop the link. All right. Yeah, there it is. Everybody go support One Hand Politics. YouTube.com/OneHandPolitics. Whoa, Roller Dragon. Hey, glad you found me, pal. What's up? It helps that you hit that like, share, and subscribe. Welcome, my friend. Hashtag fuck TYT. Got a guest in the house. I never knew you were gonna come into my chat. Tons body but a state for PCAs. Aha. TYT much quality. Yes, yes. And actually, you know what? Over the summer, it was just 3 years ago that mods quit. You didn't know I had a stream? Well, you damn well know that now I have a stream. I've been doing this for like 1 year. 1 year. But the show didn't begin in July of 2025. Actually began in 2025. It did a bunch of one-off streams in June of last year. Then the show took off in July 2025. So, yeah, I gotta thank Midi Doctors. Great for promoting my stream. Absolutely wonderful. He is such a great mind there. But I know it's like thundering outside. Oh shit. Hey, wait, how about we do one more? We do one more real quick. Because it is completely thundering, raining, and hailing. My God. No, I don't want to hear this.
I mean, we are now, probably a little bit less than a month away.
Yeah, I am 2008. You'll consume the VOD tomorrow. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you guys stick around, you can watch the VOD tomorrow. I did the Discord run on Discord for my show. But anyway, yeah.
is
oh shit,
manufactured, in my estimation, by corporate America.
Oh shit, my god, I'm sorry, y'all. I pressed the mute button. Damn it. Thanks for telling me. Yeah. Damn it. You know what, DJX? I am multitasking. But anyway, let's go.
Taking advantage of real logistical issues.
But like I said, I was trying to say earlier, this is like the little last clip because it is raining and thundering outside. I don't want to be like sitting in the dark with no internet.
That would cause price hikes, and then getting the idea of like, I'm not getting my stuff in a shipping container, but everybody's raising prices, and so I can justify it.
Yeah.
And so there was a certain amount of denial about the implications of it, but this is.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's the greedflation argument, and I think it's right. Although I think the Biden administration's handling of that argument, like if that is the case, then what you need is like real rigorous price control and taking on these corporate interests. And the Biden solution was to say like, what inflation? The things are going well. Like you've never had it so good. And the irony is like Trump has become more and more Bidenized. As his presidency, I mean, he basically won. I don't think we could have.
Hey, Rusty, welcome in.
So much myth-making about the 2024 election where people said it was about trans issues or wokeness. That's not it. Like the reason Trump won was that there was like sort of like inflation, and also Biden became a foreign policy president focused on Ukraine and in supporting Israel.
Oh, you're referencing about Triangle Head, Illuminati, that goddamn Triangle Head. Yeah, Illuminati is Triangle Head, a Republican asshole.
At all cost, and people weren't happy with that. And Trump dishonestly ran as like I'm gonna bring the price of eggs down and no more stupid wars. And what did he give us? Like an even stupider war, and then which brought with it a new turn of inflation. And I think he's actually more vulnerable than Biden is because you have the same denial, but then you also have it's directly his fault. Like I don't think one can deny it. And now just J.D. Vance was recently saying that America's war aims in the war to get like the price of oil back to what it was before the war started, and then deal with nuclear weapons. Well, what do you say there then? So, like, your war aim is like to undo the war that you yourself totally volitionally chose. So this argument on the right is actually very interesting because it gets at some of these fissures. Because there was somebody, I think, this lunatic Matt Walsh, who did write one honest thing, which is like, groceries are really out of control. We have to do something about this. And someone from Turning Point USA said, I'm talking to students who are saying like, it's crazy to pay $20 for a burrito. And what's interesting is, that sort of like concern about war and inflation, and then you have this pushback from people who are saying like, like you're whining, you're a child, and I don't know if you have that Dan.
APAC candidates are losing here and there. Maybe there is hope. There is hope. We just need APAC candidates to lose more, not win more, lose more. I mean, we've been getting DSA progressive candidate wins, but what we need is more loss. We don't need any more APAC candidates winning. We need them to lose. I mean, there's hope. Okay. I think mine is from 2009. I had an older YouTube that I was locked out of, but I can't even remember that account name now. Weren't you BKK? Weren't you BKK? I think that was an older one, but I'm a year before you. I came on YouTube in October 2008.
Shot tweet, but I mean that's an all-time classic in terms of. Do you, Sam? Do you have it on hand?
We're finding it now. Yeah. Matt's looking it up, a Crenshaw tweet. I haven't seen this, so I'm curious to see what you're saying.
Okay, yeah. In any case, but Crenshaw's basic thing was this is America. We're real men. It's communist to complain about the price of food. And Ben Shapiro and Mark Levine, like Crenshaw, strong supporters of the war, basically said words to similar effect. And, their argument, it's a classic argument in wartime, going back to the American Revolution, the Civil War, World War II, during wartime, we have to, put aside luxuries, tighten our belts and support it. But the difference is, those earlier wars had popular support. And, people thought, during World War II, okay, yes, I'll grow a victory garden to help defeat Hitler, right? But, there's nobody in America, that wanted this, aside from a small minority of warmongers,
Hi, Fleshy.
My God, what the hell is this? What the hell is this?
And do you love my horror?
Get out of here.
Want to sacrifice for Israel?
What the hell is that?
Here's that Dan Crenshaw.
Yes.
This is Dan Crenshaw on fucking Shitter, who looks like a fucking pirate, man. Just hearing about this dumb $20 burrito debate show just what I make losers on social media angry before going to bed. Stop whining, get a job, eat ramen like the rest of us did in college on a budget with 4 roommates. The market doesn't care what you think something quote-unquote should cost. Only communists care. They set prices, remember? Then everyone starves, remember? Are you a communist? Or are you an American adult male capable of handling his own shit? Or are you just a fucking pirate? It looks like a fucking pirate, man, with a fucking eye patch on. And whatever the fuck happened to your eye. Maybe that you got eaten the shit out and burst in your eye.
Just hearing about this dumb $20 burrito debate, so just thought I'd make the losers on social media angry before going to bed. Stop whining, get a job, eat ramen like the rest of us did in college on a budget with 4 roommates. The market doesn't care what you think of.
He shot himself in his eyes? Oh, crap.
Something should cost. Only communists care. They set prices, remember? Then everyone starves, remember? Are you a communist? Are you an American, or are you an American adult male capable of handling his own shit? Now, I'm going to read there's a reader's added context on this, too. Dan Crenshaw criticized the Biden administration for telling Americans to change dietary habits to lower their grocery bills. And Dan Crenshaw also has a history of insider trading stocks while Congress allegedly...
My
He's not going to have to worry about that anymore with those incredible political instincts. He lost his primary earlier this year, so bye-bye, Mr. Eye Patch.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mr. Eye Patch. You were a wonderful guy, but now you are turning into an asshole. So get out of my sight. You're fired. You don't even support all the ways that I need to be a mad boomer. Because I'm totally still completely old. I just turned 80 last month. I'm still a crazy as fuck boomer. Even though the boomers are fucking crazy, still sit on their asses, watch television all day long. They used to have radio back then in the days. They were wonderful days when they had radio. And a good radio. Thank you very much, Road Dragon, for the compliment of Looney Tunes 9000's impersonation of your favorite president. I should look up. Yeah, thank you very much. I mean, it's so fucking easy to do with the Trump thing. We built this city on radio. Rusty, I should look up breach pictures of Emma. LOL. Wait, what? If she had beach photos? Really? Who's this woke journalist named Emma Vigeland? She left woke TYT. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be on TYT tonight at 7 o'clock Eastern. Be nice to Jake Yeager. Nice of him to invite me. Thank you for your attention to this matter. You better turn in or else.
I want to remind him, though, and maybe he can now.
Earth homies, Del Sol Verde, welcome in. Welcome in, Earth homies, Del Sol Verde. Hashtag fuck Jink. Emma's worth approaching 1 million. Shit. Earth homies, Del Sol Verde says, yeah, with Trump's 35% average approval, everyone else is a communist? Who are these idiots? Oh, you looked at the idiots on the fucking social media. Unless she's married a millionaire already. No, I don't think she married a millionaire. She married a regular guy. My pleasure.
A little bit of recent history. The most recent example of price controls that weren't a function, tied to Medicare paying for things, was under Richard Nixon, well-known communist, who imposed price controls in this country to deal with inflation. And so, people, only communists care about what something should cost. I think actually a wide range of people beyond communists care about this.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the problem the Republicans are going to face, in the midterms, which is that, the sort of Crenshaw, Ben Shapiro approach is not very popular. And I think the smarter Republicans know this. I think Mark Thiessen, Washington Post columnist, tweeted something to the effect of, people should just forego the burrito. And then J.D. Vance, interestingly, responded to that, said, I've never known Mark to say no to a burrito. So he's not, so I think that and it also looks bad because, all these guys are millionaires, right? All these guys, Ben Shapiro's that's the child of a work.
Yes, video did kill the radio star. That's when television came into fucking place in the 50s. Killed the radio stars. And it was actually true. When television came into play in the 50s, or no, in the 40s, well, it was very young. Radio was still the star, but when the 50s came, television was growing. And I think television killed the radio stars. And that's when they fucking moved. Pareto Price Index. I've been watching and cleaning the place. Oh, okay. Emma's the most popular DSA that I know. Yeah, she's very popular. She's also on fucking social media. I mean, yeah, she's very, very popular. Podcasting dug up the radio star from the grave. Yeah, it actually did, because now that we have podcasting and live streams, it revives the old days of the radio, where it had entertainment and sports and everything. Now, and less news, and I gotta say music too, and less blah 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 on the fucking radio. Where it's oh, we gotta have talk radio on AM because AM radio is a dying thing. Where FM and HD radio is fucking, killing AM. The woke AM radio is now turning to unwoke AM radio. Undead radio stars are now the Joe Rogan Experience. Oh, God. Man. We're on all these dead radio stars, bruh. We're on the Joe Rogan Experience. You're talking about that, bruh.
Wealthy family, and for him to start saying Americans need to tighten their belt on behalf of this war, I don't think it's happening.
I don't hear NPR on the radio from time to time.
The war has never been popular, and certainly Bismarck once said, one German soldier is not, the Balkans are not worth the price of one German soldier. And I would say the Iran war is not worth the price of one burrito. It is not a sacrifice that anyone really should make. And it's especially appalling to hear an argument on behalf of sacrifice coming from multimillionaires.
I would also add to that, the wage gains that we have had over the past year have been completely swallowed by inflation. Obviously, if you're a young person or a student for that matter, any wage gains you're not experiencing, so you're only experiencing the inflation. And on top of like sort of the problem with maybe the cost of eggs is the health costs associated with eggs, because these days like we have just sort of rampant foodborne illnesses that are everywhere.
No.
We're really seeing the implications of what happens when you shut down wide swaths of our government. I just don't know how that's going to be addressed. I guess we'll find out about it. Hey folks, don't forget to hit
We are very much subscribed, Sam Cedar. Thank you very much for the fucking jump scare.
For about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.
Yeah, thank you very much. We are fucking subscribed. And I would have called them today too. But, you know, the lines are fucking busy. But again, I think that's all the content I have planned for you today.
Go back to our WDSU first warning weather Doppler radar based in
yeah, so that is pretty much
This
all
is why
I've got.
I love that we have a radar that is based on the
Wait. Not yet. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Let's watch this real quick. Hold on.
Pancake, bronzer, and all of that rouge. We have an ambitious man, but one without a core. That's the most dangerous kind of politician out there.
Did somebody forget to wake her up in the tanning bed? Laura Ingraham is slowly turning into fucking this lady right here. This is Laura, I swear to God.
I swear to God, look at this.
This is Laura Ingraham, give her another 2 seasons. Okay?
What the hell is this? What the hell is this? You serious? I call that pure racist. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, her name is Patricia Crenshaw, but what the hell is this? Is that brownface? Yes, it is. It looks like brownface. Is that someone doing blackface? Yes, it is. I am an unpaid user of the MR. Yeah, I mean, it looks like brownface. I mean, it looks like some white asshole putting brown on their face. This is fucking crazy. What was that lady doing? Being a racist asshole. Her name is Patricia Crenshaw. Krentcio is her last name spelled. I believe this woman is a fucking MAGA supporter, and she likes to, be a racist dickhead. And this is disgusting. This is disgusting. This is why doing blackface nowadays is not okay. It is not okay. It is a crime. It is a hate crime. It's worse. Yes, things are getting very worse. And we are like in hell. I mean, feels like Trump is exploiting a very unwell person. Exactly, Weekend. Exactly. It's gonna get worse and worse until we finally kick Trump out of office. I mean, the dude's gonna be like what? 83 when he officially leaves office because he cannot do a third term. Oh, I gotta do a third term. To make up for the second amendment. No, buddy, you can't do that. Sorry.
Give her another 2 seasons, and this is what.
This is crazy, bro. Crazy. I don't know how the hell. It's crazy.
This is what you're gonna see.
Oh my God. I don't know how this is funny. This is. I'm sorry, but I can't find this funny. It's so fucking sad. It's fucking sad. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to.
Laura, how do you feel about the midterm loss of the Republicans?
Yeah, you're right, Rusty. It's not even funny. At Louisiana State College, a white girl was dragging a black doll on a leash around campus. Really? Really? Oh my God. Was she kicked out? Was she arrested? Probably not so. You can't even look at her and talk seriously. Yeah, I really, I mean, I don't know how the fuck is this guy finding this fucking funny. I don't especially like Brian, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, seriously, come on. And if you look in the background, he's got the Ukraine flag, to be honest with you. No, nobody did nothing. No, okay. Looks like my MAGA sister. Oh, you have a MAGA sister? Damn, Anna, I didn't know that. If your sister is watching this, Anna, please tell her that Looney Tunes 9000 says fuck you. You can't have a serious discussion with someone who looks like that. Yeah, it's disgusting. Okay, my whole family is MAGA. You know what, Anna? I'd like you to do some homework for me. Tell your family that yours truly, Looney Tunes 9000 says, fuck you. Get fucked. And I'm sorry to Boston Brian. I mean, I cannot take this guy seriously. I don't know how the fuck he got on This Space TV. I don't have a problem with Brian, but I'm not interested in watching him either. Yeah. Again, I really don't understand because, again, he's got that Ukraine flag in the background, which, I said it's time to cut off aid from Ukraine and Israel, and we need to fucking support Palestine, Gaza, Iran, and Lebanon more than fucking Israel and Ukraine. Because it's just too much of, we gotta spend money to give weapons to these two aforementioned countries. Okay? Wait, I'm on my phone. I thought that was a bad tan. Is she really in blackface? Yes, she is. And to somebody on a fucking stream laughing about this shit, I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously. It's not funny. It's racist. Don't laugh about it, okay? I'm sorry. Don't fucking laugh about it. Do not laugh about it. And if you look here, she missed one part. She missed her entire eyelids. Yeah, doesn't that tell you she's white? Uh-huh. Painted her entire ears, entire face. I can't go on with this shit. It makes me really, really pissed off that these fucking idiots still believe in some vaudeville act from the 1920s is still cool to do when it's outdated, it's racist, and it's wrong. And it's a hate crime, for God's sake. I hope she's gone to jail by now. I hope her family has called 911 on her. She's mentally delusional. It makes me sick. Not funny. Don't laugh. I am gonna have to skip.
I'm sorry. Wildcard,
No,
sorry.
no.
Maybe Wild.
No.
Just joined us.
No, I'm not sorry because, Ryan, come on, man. You can't laugh about that shit. That's not funny. I had to skip.
We're looking at future pictures here of Laura Ingraham. Because
no, I'm not. I can't. I'm sorry.
It's like, am I wrong? Like, I feel like she's halfway there. Looks like somebody trapped her in Donald Trump's tanning bed. Sorry. My bad. Sorry, not sorry. But Laura,
Hold on. I can't accept your apology because why? You cannot laugh. Okay, I stepped away for a second. Is this blackface or a tanning addiction? Yes, it is. Because actually, you know what? You got the first part right. You know why? It's blackface. I'll go back to the picture one more time for you. Here we go. It is blackface, B-Cat. It is blackface. And had Boston Brian laugh about that. I'm sorry. Not funny. I had to skip. I thought she was a bad tan too, but it is blackface. Yeah, it is blackface. It makes me super pissed off that these MAGA idiots still think that an act of vaudeville from the 1920s is still cool when it's actually outdated, okay? I mean, you all gotta blame some dead guy named Al Jolson who put fucking blackface on him. And this is what influenced MAGA nowadays. And all these MAGA fucks who still do it are considered racist. Yes, Soul. Look at the picture right here. This is a woman who is completely blackface. And I feel like it's completely wrong. You not tell that it's fucking blackface? And this dude here, Austin Bryant, I feel sketchy because of the fucking Ukraine flag. I don't know how the hell he got on this space TV. Total mistake because of the Ukraine flag. An affiliate, I think semi-affiliated with Midas Touch. This is all me. But again, I gotta say this one more time. It is fucking sick. It's gross to my stomach. I just had to show you guys this. I'm not. I can't sit there.
Am I wrong? Like, I feel like she's halfway there. Looks like somebody trapped her in Donald Trump's tanning bed. Sorry.
As we do.
Sorry. My bad. Sorry, not sorry. But Laura, hold on. One more.
Maybe she forgot to turn during her spray tan? No, actually, this is no joke. This is not a spray tan, Soul. This is actual blackface. No.
Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. But yourself up. Yes, I fucking do. If you fucking can't crack yourself up, who can you crack up, right? Welcome.
Well, I don't think I can crack up with that. That's not funny. Come on, man.
The show, ladies and gentlemen. But
okay, this again. Please don't laugh.
Wusa. Laura Ingraham, everybody.
A very in-depth.
Okay. I had to show y'all that. Why were we watching this? I had to show you that because it popped up in my feed real quickly. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I had to show you guys real quick. And it looks fucking sick to me, okay? I have no other words to describe it, okay? It's wrong, again, wrong, sick, and disgusting. If you have a MAGA family idiot that is gonna do that, like Anna has a MAGA family, okay? You are completely sick in the head, I gotta say that, okay? I don't want racist assholes getting the idea, let's do blackface because y'all cool, man, yeah, it's all cool, let's all laugh about it. No. Hey, LT9K, I got a split, I'll be around, Mang. Hashtag like says, yeah, thank you for coming by, Roller Dragon. Can you do me a favor and subscribe to my channel and hit the like before you go? Thank you so much. And thanks for stopping by. Hashtag TYT mods quit. And let me read these comments. before I go. As I said, thing is, my problem is the way I had to show that Boston Brian clip. When he was looking at this, it's like, are you fucking laughing at this? Why? Come on, man. Not funny. You can't laugh at that stuff, okay? It's considered a hate crime. And I was subbed on Thursday. Minty Doctors gave you some ad space. Thank you! And see ya. I heard YouTube is doubling their view times to get monetized. Yeah, let me address that right after I finish my thought real quick. And then I'll read y'all's chats, okay? And then to finish this off, in a streamer, Boston Brian, you out of all streamers with a Ukrainian flag, out of all things, and you gotta laugh at this? Not funny, dude. I hope you clearly think about it tonight and say, you know what? I fucked up. I'm sorry. I really screwed up. I did not want to laugh at that because I found it very racist. And you might want to think about, replacing that Ukraine flag with the Palestine flag. Sorry. My God. I can't speak right now. Let me read these chats real quick. Hakeem Jeffries says he does not support universal health care. That's typical Hakeem Jeffries. The Ukraine's neo-Nazi as of Babylon, of course. Ukraine is running low because of their involvement in Iran. All Zelensky had to do was stay out of it. Putin is also close to Israel, so Zelensky has gotten played before. Yep. You have got a very big point there, Rogue. Like I said, it's time for this country to cut off aid from Ukraine and Israel. Okay? And yes, Zelensky should have stayed the fuck out of it. Okay? Had he stayed the fuck out of it, we would have not been spending so much money on giving weapons to fucking Ukraine and then eventually Israel. Like, Jesus. And YouTube is changing the rules on AI views. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did know that too. Boston Brian has the Israel back down on a graphic of this room. Yeah, I see. I mean, again, I don't know how the hell he got on this space TV, but that was a very poor choice in terms of the management at this space TV. This is my complaint. If you're watching this, this is our complaint right now. You gotta look at that Ukraine flag one more time. It sounds like a sign of, the days of Genocide Joe, where, he buddy-buddied with fucking Zelensky, and decided, you know what, Jack? We're gonna give the money, and we're gonna send some weapons for you. And then eventually he fucking buddy-buddy with Netanyahu and said, you know what, Jack? We're going to send you money too. And we're going to send you some weapons, Because, most of us in this country, bunch of fucking Zionists. Do you know do you think he knows that? Oh, this is he's replying to Delsa Verde. I don't know anything about Brian really. I just have nothing against him at this moment. I know very little bit about him. Yeah, he's a fucking streamer on fucking YouTube and Twitch. I haven't seen him in the Vanguard for a while. I mean, he hasn't been in the Vanguard for a while. All I know, he's a fucking streamer on YouTube and Twitch. Again, I do think he's semi-affiliated with Midas Touch. But again, he's got his own shit. Okay, and then again, like I said, I don't know how the hell he got on this space TV for the Wednesday show. Okay, it's just my complaint. Okay, let's see. If Ukraine were an independent communist country against Russia, then I would support them. Yeah, if they were, but I don't think they are. But right now, they're not an independent communist country, okay? Because right now, they look like they're going up to be like, you know, towards Nazi country-like. Nazi country-like, I should say. The only straight Trump should have is a straight jacket. Oh, this is you replying to Del Salverde. I agree. I'm just unfamiliar with his understanding of this situation. Yeah, me too. You and I got the same thing. I still don't understand this whole situation. I think Americans are just fed up with funding countries like Ukraine for defensive war. Yeah, look at Trump's approval numbers. And look at all the numbers in these polls that say that are Americans fed up with. Look at the number in the polls of the wars, the meaningless war being popular is super unpopular. When I tell you super unpopular, I tell you super unpopular. Okay. But Trump's like, fake posts, fake posts. Did you see the clip where Alexander Vindman asked Dunmore about Gaza genocide? No, I haven't. But I would like to get back to your the whole thing about YouTube doubling their view times to get demonetized, and YouTube changing their rules on AI views. But before I do that, Trump gave Russia a bone to lifting sanctions to ease up on Ukraine. Meanwhile, Ukraine is supporting Israel as a diversion of USA to Israel, I think, but could be wrong. Yeah, they are, basically. So, the story is, it's just countries like Ukraine, Israel, and U.S. are buddy, okay? Zelensky, hello, this is Ukraine leader. Zelensky, hello, this is, yeah, I need the money, please. I need the money to, you know, have weapons, okay? But, you know, Trump and Joe Biden would never say no. But it's time this country grew a pair of balls and said, fuck you, we ain't giving you weapons anymore, okay? Okay, I think Americans just read it. Yeah, I read that one. Now, anyway, on the point of YouTube getting... and yeah, YouTube seems been on competing with TikTok on short formats. Yeah, YouTube... on the monetization, the view times, the monetization, they're now getting that to match with the views for the short videos, which is very different for the views on the full videos or live streams. Okay, and they want to change that, and I believe that's starting up next week. And I did read something about that. Also, YouTube is changing the rules on AI. One moment. The missus is here, okay. Hey guys, I'm back. The missus is here. Mrs. LT9K is very, very suspicious of my live streams, okay? But the rule is that they're doing a lot of shit with YouTube. And the lights go out, but no. You could output a lot of AI shorts, and it counts as an entire view, so AI channels will get seen more. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's a fucking stupid rule that they're putting out. I mean, it's just more AI slop coming your way and hiding non-AI channels like me. Okay? Alright, I'll read one more chat because I gotta get out of here because I gotta go somewhere. I buy old Soviet stuff on current styles because Russia is banned on eBay. Send me free Soviet stuff. We purchased some Ukrainians missed the Soviet Union. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Alright, so I gotta get out of here. The sister and I gotta go see my nephew. But what I will do, I will send you guys to Hassan. Okay, and I do have to, I do have to go see the nephew. One. My pleasure, and I, folks, will be back next week, and we're gonna go to Hassan. We're going to Pirate Radio, okay? If you want to go to the fan channel, that's not there. Let me give you another one because there's the new channel. It's going to be called Hasanabi Live, okay? Let me share you this link, okay? This one is for the live channel. That's the live channel. The first one is the Pirate Radio, okay? The second one, again, that is for the new channel, okay? That is Hasanabi Live. Because the live channel, fan live channel, is, I don't think it's doing anymore, so it's just gonna be active, but not stream on that channel anymore. I will. Anyway, everybody, go to Hassan. I gotta get out of here. I gotta go see the nephew. And I will see you folks next week. Free Palestine, free Gaza, free Iran, free Lebanon, fuck Israel, fuck Ukraine, fuck MAGA, and fuck TYT. And remember, what do I always say when we leave the chats? Stay woke, stay gay, and peace on. Adios. I will see you in the chats. And I'll see you back here on the stream next week. Adios.